When I was just starting out, it took me over 4 months to sign my first client when I literally could have done it in just a week. In this video, I'm about to show you guys how you can easily sign your first client for your digital marketing agency from start to finish. Before we start, I cannot emphasize enough the importance of picking a service, sticking to it, and mastering it for the long run. The biggest reason it took me so long to find a client was because I had the worst case of shiny object syndrome. Every time I would run into any obstacle or problem, I immediately blamed the business model and not myself. There's no perfect business model. They all have their own drawbacks, but at the same time, they all work. Whether that be email marketing, copywriting, SEO, it doesn't matter. The best way to pick a business model is to assess your own strengths, your interests, and whatever best aligns with those. If you skip this step, you will have zero idea of how to fulfill, speak with no confidence or conviction during sales calls, and end up getting frustrated and quit. Once you've picked your service, the next step is to make a good website. Unless you already have business connections, your first client is probably going to be acquired through cold outreach. Anytime you message a potential client, the first thing they do is check your website. If your website looks like trash, they're going to assume that your service is trash. Your site should clearly state what your agency offers, the benefits and results of your service, and some form of proof that you are capable of performing your service. For example, if you run a video editing agency, show a portfolio of your actual work. All of this information should then be summarized in a video sales letter. A video sales letter can either be a recording of yourself like this or a presentation. It creates trust and credibility that you run a legitimate business and that you're not a scammer. I made my website using Card and it only took me a day to make. Once your website is up, you need to start doing mass outreach through cold emails, cold DMs, and also maybe cold calling. Create a spreadsheet filled with all your leads. Those are the people that you want to reach out to and potentially work with. You can use something like Apollo, which is a database filled with companies, business owners, and business employees and all of their contact information. You can also manually find leads using Google, Instagram, LinkedIn, or Twitter. Message them pitching your service and offering them something of free value, whether that be a Loom video, an audit, a sample, anything to get them to respond. Once they respond, try to get them on a booked sales call. Continue following up with them until they either respond, say that they're not interested, or book a call with you. There are 213 million businesses in the world. I'm sure one of them will buy from you. The last and most important tip is to learn how to sell. What's the point of having an amazing product or service if you can't sell it to anyone? A good sales script is an absolute must for closing clients because it allows you to properly convey the benefits of working with you and why the potential client should choose you out of every single person in the world. A good book to read is Jordan Belfort's Way of the Wolf. It goes over the idea of straight line theory and how all of selling is keeping your prospect on a straight line. Lastly, don't quit. Acquiring clients will never be as hard as getting your first one. As you sign more clients and continue to deliver results, you will continue to scale. All you have to do is sign your first client. To recap, first pick a service and stick to it. Have a good quality website. Do mass outreach through cold calling, cold emailing, and cold DMs. And learn how to sell. Do these 4 things and you'll have a client in no time. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to learn more about starting an online business and more specifically digital agencies.